Hi guys. So it's been a minute and I feel like it's always going to be a minute because I get these urges to want to make a YouTube video very sporadically, and when I think about it, this was really just always supposed to be this place of self-expression because I was like, I don't know if I could be consistent enough for this to be like my whole thing. And that's okay. Like, I don't think I ever intended for this to be my whole thing, and in the process of trying to do that, I always like realize that this is not where I want to like solely put my energy, but I have the energy for it today. And I want to say I'm sorry for all the grass cutting that's going on. Like, yeah, I appreciate people for keeping up with the different apartments. You know, the upkeep is nice, but it's also like, please let nature do its thing. So I'm apologizing in advance if you guys just hear a lot of stuff in the background. But speaking of energy, I really just wanted to take a moment to talk about my life experimenting with human design. It's something that I have been learning about for the past 2 years. And while I don't know everything, it has really helped me to navigate my life in this intentional way. And I really just like kind of want to share a bit about that. I have no aims of this going anywhere personally, but the goal is to put this out there here for myself. And if someone relates, then that's cool too. So, human design is a system that merges science and spirituality. And it's based off different systems like astrology, the I Ching, the Kabbalah, Tree of Life. I feel like I'm getting this right. I open head and ajna, and I'm like, I never know if what I'm saying is the truth or not. Like, I don't know if I'm smart, basically. So there are how many different energy types? Is it 5? Yeah. Manifesting generator, generator, manifestors, reflect. Yes, 5. That's not really the point. I'm not coming on here to like give this overview of human design because if you find this video and you click it, you more than likely already know what it's about. And if not, you're going to go off and study and do your own research. But anyway, I am a 3-5 emotional generator, and it has been a journey. It has been a journey. It's still a journey. It's always an emotional journey. It's always a chaotic journey, and it's always this journey of wanting to do something, wanting to do something. But today, I really wanted to just share this thing about the strategy and authority of my design, which is responding. That's the strategy for me, and authority is emotional. So that was like the best introduction for me. That's like one of the most important pieces to me now that I'm coming to just understand it more and more. Like, there's so much that you can learn about in the chart, and that being something that is so simple but also super important. So I've been trying to double down on the basics and just live my life with my strategy and authority, while also learning the other things, of course, because they have their place too. But the strategy and authority, I feel like they have allowed me to create more spaciousness in my life and to release the tension that I often feel especially when I'm looking for things to respond to. Sometimes it feels like a waiting game, but then I learned that it's really not necessarily a waiting game because there's always so much for me to respond to in life. So learning that I have this response, that I can respond to different things. It doesn't have to be like this big thing of like, oh, someone wants to book me for my business, or it doesn't have to be super big things. That's the point I'm trying to make, and realizing that there's small things for me to respond to every day is super important. Like, one of the things that I've been loving as of lately is when there's this moment that people are requesting my energy. Like in my day to day life, if someone is texting me, asking me to come hang out, or asking if I can do this, or asking if I have that, those moments have been important to me because whereas in the past I may have responded out of like obligation or this need to be a part of something or out of pressure or out of people pleasing, now my response comes from this genuine place of like yes or no. Yes, I can do this, or no, I can do that. And then it just is what it is because of the yeses. If I'm saying yes, it's more than likely fueling me. It's more than likely something that my energy is like buzzing to be a part of. And when I say no, it's just a flat no. And learning that my yes and my no is really important, and not having to go into explanation when I'm saying no has really helped me to just preserve energy, because I realize that we live in this world where people want you to always be available to them, and also like you can't be, I don't want to say the word is selfish, but they want everything to almost be a bit self-sacrificing. So having the power to say a no because I know that it's going to deplete my energy has been like really fun for me. Um, and not even like in the stubborn way. Like I'm a Taurus, so I get the stubborn rep a lot. And I'm very Taurus dominant, actually, very earth dominant. So realizing that I'm not really stubborn. It's just I have an affinity of knowing like where my willpower is going to be most useful and where it isn't. So, um, just people like requesting for me, like the other day, I was starting to feel like this feeling of like I there's nothing for me to do, which I feel like is a generator's worst nightmare, because we have this energy to do things, especially with the sacral, and then I have my sacral and my emotional. So then I'm starting to like take it personal that I have nothing to do. Like nobody's looking for me, nobody wants to hang out, I'm not important. So I go into like that conditioning of feeling when I have nothing going on. And then two people, they reached out to me, well now three because of the day that I'm recording this, and each of them were requesting me in a way that I actually have the energy for. Because the thing about the generator I find is that when we don't try to overdo everything, we have the energy to do the things that we want to do, and it's like nourishing. Now we have even more energy. So you know, these are all different things that I can say yes to or no to. And I really enjoy using my energy in that way. I'm telling like yes to a friend, like, yes, I can hang out with you on this day. Or no, that day won't work. Or yes, I have this thing that you're requesting. Let me send it to you. It really gets my energy going. And then when my energy gets going, I'm literally connected to the next thing through the participation of using my energy in a way that is conducive and conductive. Because when I don't, I find that I'm often left depleted, very frustrated, annoyed, and there was nothing that I got out of the deal. And I feel like I'm back in the square one of like nobody needs anything from me. I have nothing to do. My life is purposeless. So I've really gotten better at waiting and allowing myself to attract opportunities or just attract simple things that really align with my energy. And that's like one of the most important things that I've learned as my generator self. So I'm probably going to be making more videos of this randomly just to share and just to document what's been going on. But I think like that's the most simple thing. I've also been learning a lot about my profile as just a 3-5, which has come in handy. That's also like this tumultuous journey of like feeling like I'm trying to do things and then it's like, that didn't work. Okay, don't beat yourself up over it, because in the past I've felt like a failure a lot. I've done all kind of things, and I'm like, I've always had to like just move on to the next thing. So yeah, I'm hoping that this like just sits out there in the ethers and find whoever it needs to find, because I actually really love human design, and I would love to have a space where I can talk about. I was like, I want a space to talk about human design with someone else, and I'm like, well, even if I don't have like the space to talk about human design with someone else, I can always get on YouTube and just talk about my personal experiences. And along the way, I'm sure my people would just come up. Like they'll pull up because I'm talking about this cool thing that they know about or something that they're interested in. So I feel just very renewed and refreshed in my energy just from that small thing of like my strategy and authority. So continue to utilize your strategy and authority, whatever it is, especially if you're a generator, because most of my videos, all of my videos are going to be in reference to being a generator. So if you're a generator, these videos might come in handy just to see me talk about my life. So I'm looking forward to having things to respond to today, but also like not going into that not self mode of, especially having these open centers, which I can get into. I'll get into my open centers on another video. So, peace.